Hello students, today I am going to teach history to class 6 and the topic is the Mesopotamian civilization. This is my second video, part 2. In my first video I have just introduced you with the chapter the Mesopotamian civilization. Alright, and in this video I will begin the chapter. The name Mesopotamia is derived from the Greek word meso, which means middle, and Potamia, which means rivers. So it means land between two rivers. Mesopotamia was at the center and the two rivers were the Tigris and the Euphrates. Okay. Mesopotamia is located in modern day Iraq and part of Iran around 4000 BCE to 3500 BCE. And why did this civilization came on the bank of rivers? Because of some reasons. Because it provided abundant supply of water. Land near the rivers were extremely fertile for agriculture, which they could grow crops, and it provided means of transportation, which also made it easy for them to trade with other countries. Clear? And we will study why it is being called the cradle of civilization. Mesopotamia was in the geographical area that is today called Iraq. As I told you, modern day Iraq and part of Iran. The name we call it Mesopotamia is actually Greek for between two rivers. The two rivers were the Tigris and the Euphrates. Mesopotamia was the site of one of three earliest urban civilizations, along with the Indus Valley in India and the Nile Valley in Egypt. During the 4th millennium BC, human settlements underwent a surprisingly rapid transformation from villages into developed cities with large populations, temples, and palaces. During this period, writing is invented. Large buildings, temples, and ziggurats appeared for the first time. It was the organization of the canal system of irrigation that made the further development possible. Let me underline the importance. It is a Greek. Mesopotamia is a Greek word which is called land between two rivers, that is Tigris and Euphrates, and the settlement underwent a surprisingly rapid transformation from villages into developed cities. Okay, large population, temples and palaces. During this period, writing is invented. Large buildings, temples and ziggurats appeared the first time. Clear? Next, Mesopotamia is considered the cradle or beginning of civilization. Here, large cities lined the rivers and many advances took place. Mesopotamia is located in Southwest Asia. The first known civilization started there. A civilization is a group of people who have a high level of culture and order. People in a civilization belong to different social classes and do different types of jobs. A civilization has science and the arts. It also has a government, values and beliefs. Mesopotamia at first glance does not look like an ideal place for a civilization to flourish. It is hot and very dry. There is very little rainfall in lower Mesopotamia. However, snow melting in the mountains at the source of these two rivers created an annual flooding. The flooding deposited silt, which is fertile, rich soil on the banks of the rivers every year. This is why Mesopotamia is a part of the Fertile Crescent, an area of land in the Middle East that is rich in fertile soil and crescent shape. Crescent shape means a semicircle shape. Let me underline, it is being called the cradle because the last city lined the river and many advances took place. Alright. What is a civilization? Group of people who had a high level of culture and order, belong to different social classes and do different jobs. Civilization has science and arts. It has a government, values and beliefs. Alright, and why did the civilization flourish? Okay, The snow melting in mountains at the source of the two rivers created an annual flooding. So they had abundant water. Okay, and the soil was rich and fertile. Okay, clear? Next. The Sumerians were the first people to migrate to Mesopotamia, and there were many other regions like the Sumer, Akkad, Babylonia, and Assyria. Sumer, Akkad, Babylonia, and Assyria. So the Sumerians were the first people to migrate to Mesopotamia. They created a great civilization. Beginning around 5,500 years ago, the Sumerians built cities along the rivers in Lower Mesopotamia, specialized, cooperated, and made many advances in technology. The wheel, plow, and writing, a system which we call cuneiform. Cuneiform is actually, it is a wedge-shaped script of Mesopotamia, and which was written on clay tablets. Are example of their achievements. The farmers in Sumer created levees. Levees are embankment to control floods, to hold back the flood from their field, and cut canals to channel river water to the field. The use of levees and canals is called irrigation, another Sumerian invention. Okay, so they had a good system of irrigation to ensure regular supply of water throughout the year. Let me underline some importance. Sumerians were the first people to migrate. Okay. Levees, the farmers in Sumer created levees. As I told you, it's an embankment to control flood, and the use of the levees and canal is called irrigation. It was another invention of the Sumerians. I can give you a picture. I can show you a picture on the levees. Look, this is a levee which controls flood. It's an embankment. Clear? Next. Farmers in Mesopotamia got water from Tigris and Euphrates river. Sometimes, though it rained too much, this caused the rivers to flood. A flood is when water overflows from a river onto land. Flood could destroy crops, but they also left the land covered with silt. Silt is a rich soil. It is good for farming. By using irrigation, farmers could grow large amount of food. The people of Mesopotamia had good food, or a surplus, means abundant. As a result, not everyone needed to farm. Some people could become artisans, and artisans is a person who make a good such as cloth, tools, or weapons. Soon people began to live together in places that helped them trade goods. So they trade goods with other countries. Before long, small villages grew into cities. By 3000 BC, many cities had started and grown in Sumer. Sumer is the region in southern Mesopotamia. Alright, so though agriculture was the main occupation, the people were also interested in artisans, a person who makes goods such as cloth, tools, or weapons. Alright, and there were also blacksmith, goldsmith who made great advance in their craft. They also domesticated animals such as sheep, goat, donkeys, and cows. Clear? So they were also good in pottery, weaving. So not only agriculture was the main occupation, they were also interested in other occupation. They also had trade with other countries, okay, like India. How do we come to know? We come to know by the seals, which was found in Indus Valley civilization. Clear? Now we come to the religion of the Mesopotamian civilization. Religion, they believed in actually many gods and goddesses. They also worshipped different forces of nature. Alright, so we will study about it. Religion was central to Mesopotamians, as they believed the divine affected every aspect of human life. Mesopotamians were polytheistic. They worshipped several major gods and thousands of minor gods. Each Mesopotamian city, whether Sumerian, Akkadian, Babylonian, or Syrian, these are the regions, had its own patron gods or goddesses. So each region had their own speciality of their god and goddesses, had its own patrons, god or goddesses. Each Mesopotamian era or culture had different expressions and interpretations of the gods. Marduk, Babylon god, for example, was known as Enki or Ea in Sumer. So this is the name of a god. Okay, and they also the religion, they also Mesopotamian believe in life after death. They buried their dead with objects they used when alive. Okay, and we will study. Let me underline some important in this page. The Mesopotamians were polytheistic, means they worship many gods. They worship many god and goddesses. And the four regions, the Sumerian, Akkadian, Babylonian and Assyrian, they had their own patron god and goddesses. Okay, Mesopotamian era or culture had different expression and interpretation of gods. So I will give you more names of the god and goddesses for you to study. Next, Mesopotamian gods. Mesopotamian religion was polytheistic with followers worshiping several main gods and thousands of minor gods. The three main gods were Ea, in Sumerian is called Enki, the god of wisdom and magic, Anu in Sumerian, and the sky god, and Enlil is Elil, the god of earth, a storm. I am going to underline the names so that you can study at home. Main god Sumerian Enki, the god of wisdom and magic, Anu, and that is sky god, and Enlil, the god of earth or storm. There are many other names of god and goddesses. Clear? Alright, so I end this video here, and it's a very long chapter, so I'm going to continue this chapter in my next video, that is the part 3. It will be part 3. Alright, and gradually I'll tell you what to do in the other parts. So I hope I am very much clear in this video with the chapter the Mesopotamian civilization. I end here. Thank you children, and God bless you.